Archangel Michael says, 30 seconds can rewrite a lifetime. A snake moved against your name, but heaven has already moved faster. Tonight, reversal is not a promise, it is an instruction written in fire. The clock is burning down, yet you are not late. 3 powers have stepped into your timeline: justice, restoration, and acceleration. They stand beside your name like pillars that cannot fall. Your life was written with gold ink before the storm ever learned your address. That gold was targeted, siphoned by hands that pretend to comfort and eyes that pretend not to see. But the decree went out tonight: nothing stolen will remain stolen. Heaven's courtroom is open and your file is at the top of the stack. The gavel struck and the silence after it was louder than thunder. In that silence, the order of reversal was sealed. A serpent spirit used familiarity as a key. It slithered through memory, through kindness you gave freely, through doors you left unlocked because love should not need a password. It tried to replace your signature with venom, but the page spit it out. The number was not random, it was engineered to frighten you into retreat. 5 million is the sum attached to the path you have not yet walked: projects, land, shelter, and seed. Heaven refused to let fear be your accountant. You are being pulled out of the valley of delay and set on a road where traffic parts at your approach. This is that road. The new sign above it is simple: cleared. I see receipts tearing themselves in half where they were forged. I see false agreements dissolving like ink in rain. I see your name appearing on what was authored for you long ago. There is a table in a bright room with your name engraved across the wood. The carving is deep and cannot be sanded away. The chairs around it are being counted and some are being removed because they were never meant to sit with you. Hear what the night is shouting: the theft was exposed by its own shadow. The more it tried to hide, the clearer it became. The unmasking is not tomorrow, it is breathing on your neck right now. Your hands were not empty, they were covered with invisible oil. That oil made every trap too slippery to hold you. The same oil is now marking the path where you must plant your next step. Every whisper against you is bending into a confession. Every closed door is remembering it has a hinge. The hinge is turning because the key of your obedience touched it. You did not miss your appointment. Time bowed to the command written over you. What looked like a delay was a shield so sharp that it cut the snake in half when it lunged. Angels are tracing the route of every stolen seed and reversing its flow like rivers deciding to run uphill. Each river knows your name the way a heart knows a heartbeat. They are bringing back what wore another face to avoid you. The earth itself is cooperating with your rising. Soil is becoming soft where you will plant. Stones are rolling where you will build. The room you are in is shrinking because you have outgrown it. Doors are widening, ceilings are stretching, and the light is bright enough to reveal every counterfeit. Counterfeit cannot survive brightness. There is a ledger book with columns labeled promise and return. Tonight a new column appears called interest. Interest is the language of restoration when heaven does the math. You will not have to fight in the mud for what is already yours on paper. The battle has moved to the place where paper becomes pavement. Your feet will walk on what your faith wrote. I see a letter in your future written in simple words that carry impossible weight. It will say approved where you expected pending. It will say cleared where you feared denied. Someone who grinned while subtracting from you is suddenly sleepless. The weight they put on your chest is rolling back onto theirs. This is not revenge, this is return to sender. The atmosphere around your name is changing temperature. Cold rooms where your ideas shivered are warming. Frost is melting off doors that refuse to open. The snake chose numbers because numbers impress souls that forgot their worth. But you are not a number, you are a decree. Decrees do not answer to theft, theft answers to decrees. Heaven is stitching together the days you thought were wasted. Needles of mercy are threading through the fabric of your timeline. What looked torn will display a pattern you could not see before. You are not stepping into money, you are stepping into mandate. The resources arrive because the mission demands them. Mission is the magnet and your obedience is the north. The shout over your life tonight is not noise, it is navigation. It tells every detour to sit down. It tells every dead end to become a hallway. The snake is not your story's villain anymore, it is your story's proof. Proof that the vault was valuable. Proof that the guardian is awake. You were being refined while you thought you were being ignored. Refining is invisible to those who measure only by applause. But purity is making you too heavy to be carried by rumor. All conversations about you that were sponsored by envy are collapsing. Tongues are tiring when they try to lift lies. Truth is oxygen tonight, and every room that receives you will breathe deeper. You will recognize the turn by the quiet courage that visits you. Your spine will feel taller inside your skin. Your steps will sound like certainty. The people assigned to your future are feeling a tug they cannot explain. They are waking with your name in their mouth like a song they remember from childhood. They will find you without a map. Your next move is a seed and a sword. Plant it with gentleness and swing it with resolve. The field will thank you and the air will clear. The inheritance you carry is not just currency, it is clarity. Clarity about what to build, who to trust, and where to pour. Clarity is expensive, which is why darkness charges for confusion. Your voice is a gate. When you speak the right phrase in the right moment, valleys stand up and become bridges. You will hear the phrase before dawn and you will know it belongs to you. Every time you thought you lost the way, heaven stored that ache like rainwater on a roof. Tonight that water is being released down gutters of grace into the garden of your assignment. The garden will drink until the ground glows. The fear that came with the theft is now homeless. It will knock but you will not draw the bolts. Even the echo of its footsteps will fade like mist. There is a signature you will write that carries a wind behind it. Papers will rustle though no window is open. That wind is favor folding itself into agreement with you. You will not beg for what is yours, you will receive it like home receives the returning traveler. The shoes will fit and the key will turn. The lights will come on by themselves. Your story refuses to be told in small rooms anymore. It is migrating to halls where echoes are welcome because echoes multiply impact. Every word you release with integrity will come back taller. Watch how days align like magnets pulled into formation. Watch how calls arrive at the hour you stopped expecting them. Watch how old fights stop trying to remember your name. You have been preserved for this exact hinge in history. Hinges are small but they swing heavy doors. The door in front of you has your future written on the other side. Quietly, even now, names are being rearranged on lists you could not see. Your name is rising like bread in a warm kitchen. No hand can push it down without burning. The mantle on you is for stewardship, not status. You will feed more than you plan to feed. You will shelter more than you plan to shelter. You will not chase opportunity. Opportunity is turning and chasing you down the street of your obedience. It will catch you at the corner called peace. There it will kneel and ask to serve. What resisted you will become the stage that elevates you. What mocked you will become the microphone that amplifies you. What ignored you will become the invitation that honors you. When the morning arrives, a residue of tonight will still be on your skin. It will smell like new wood and fresh paint. It will sound like paper tearing off windows. Hold nothing that asks you to shrink. Hold close everything that asks you to stand. The stand you take now becomes the balcony you speak from later. The serpent that touched your name has nowhere left to coil. It is exposed, expelled, and exiled. The ground it thought was a nest is now a mirror that shows it its own defeat. Walk forward with the stride of one who owns tomorrow without stealing from today. Carry warmth into rooms chilled by suspicion. Let the weight of your calm teach the air how to behave. Your laughter is coming back with a deeper register. It will carry the honesty of someone who crossed a river at night and reached morning anyway. Others will borrow courage from the way your joy sounds. Your sleep will be instruction instead of escape. Dreams will not murmur, they will declare. You will wake with sentences that fit like armor. By this time tomorrow, a sign will have found you. It may be a message, a name, a window opening, or a door remembering how to be a door. You will recognize it because peace will rise to meet it. Lift your eyes, the scene has already changed. The horizon you feared is now a runway. What was taken has become the fuel. Let this be the night the narrative pivots. Let this be the night your patience gets paid. Let this be the night you stop apologizing for the size of your assignment. The count is complete. The shout over you is settled. The reversal is alive and moving. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The road ahead is lighting itself one lamp at a time. Each lamp knows when your feet are near and rises like a quiet guardian. What was dim hours ago is blazing enough to show you where the traps used to be. You are walking out of the echo of old losses. The echo is fading because the original sound has been overturned. Reversal is now your atmosphere and your address. Your name is sounding like a bell across corridors that once ignored you. Doors are instinctively unlatching because favor learned your voice. Keys are rotating before your hand even arrives. The blueprint of your assignment is unfolding like a map on a windless table. Corners are flattening and edges are aligning. What looked complicated is cooperating. Evidence is gathering on your behalf in places you have not stepped yet. Witnesses are waking with clarity that surprises them. They will speak because truth is heavier than silence tonight. The harvest did not disappear when the field went quiet. Roots were doing their hidden work while the surface slept. Now green is returning like a promise with a backbone. You are not returning to the old measure you knew. You are receiving a larger cup and a steadier hand. The pour will be generous and precise. Those who underestimated your resilience will witness the size of your restart. They will see that your restart does not ask permission. It simply steps into the size that was always waiting. Every counterfeit pathway is losing its color. It cannot pretend to be your road when your true road is this bright. The difference is obvious to every eye that looks honestly. You are remembering how loud peace can be. It hums through your ribs like a small engine that never stalls. That sound is a sign that alignment has arrived. The documents of your future are being stamped in places that once stamped no. Ink that used to dry against you is now flowing in your direction. Approvals are learning your name as routine. You are not begging the ground to hold you. The ground is grateful you are stepping on it. It knows you will build what lasts and share what heals. All the late nights that felt unused are becoming a library you can lend from. Lessons are arranged like titles on a shelf. You will reach for the right one without fumbling. The snake that moved in secret is now a warning sign for others not to attempt what failed. Your survival teaches more effectively than any shout. It shows that the ones guarded by heaven are not easy prey. Your eyes are tuning themselves to recognize the genuine. You will see the honest shape of people who come near. You will place them properly without anger or naivety. The wind behind you is not a storm, it is propulsion. It pushes without bruising. It accelerates without shaking your core. You will sign a paper that corrects the direction of an entire stream. That stream will irrigate the places your heart kept praying for. Those places will bloom until they glow. There is a project that waited for this exact hour. It will not exhaust you the way the last ones tried to. It will meet you with the right helpers and the right timing. Forgiveness is leaving your hands like birds being released at dawn. They will not return with sorrow, they will return with space. Space to hold the larger future that belongs in your arms. Your name is becoming a shelter. People will step under it to rest from heat that once burned them. You will not fear that you lack shade because your supply is rooted in the river. You will eat from tables that do not evaporate. The portions will be honest and the company will be clean. Conversation will lift rather than drain. Your footsteps will start to sound like solutions. Rooms will settle when you enter. Confusion will remember it is not in charge. What you plant now will travel faster than what you planted before. The soil is more receptive and the season is more eager. Speed and stability are holding hands over your field. You are being trusted with corridors of influence that were hidden by fog. The fog is lifting because intent matters where you are going. Integrity is the passcode and you carry it plainly. Old fear is cracking like thin ice at noon. It cannot carry your weight anymore. You are walking on the solid ground of certainty. Your signature will be asked for with honor, not pressure. Your boundaries will be honored because they are visible and clear. The respect you show yourself is teaching others how to treat your time. The rain that arrives next will not wash you backward. It will wash dust from ideas that waited patiently. Those ideas will step forward without stumbling. You will find a message that sounds like a soft bell in your chest. It will arrive at a quiet hour and it will carry directions that fit. Following it will feel like breathing. The agreement that once tried to bend your spine is losing its hands on you. You will stand straight in rooms that once made you small. The air will learn your height and stay respectful. The next conversation with a key voice will move smoother than rehearsed. Words will land where they are meant to. Mutual understanding will build like scaffolding around a new floor. Provision is not only arriving in figures and forms. It is arriving in relationships, focus, and time redeemed. You will feel wealth as clarity and see wealth as stewardship. You will choose silence strategically and speak precisely. Both will carry weight because both are guided. Noise will not buy your attention anymore. A pathway you forgot exists is reopening under your feet. You will recognize it by the memory of joy that rises in your chest. That joy is an arrow pointing forward. Trust will no longer be a gamble that steals your sleep. It will become a system with gates and guards. You will rest because you built it wisely. Your hands are steadying as if the future itself is holding them. Tasks that once shook you are now mild challenges. You will complete them with a light face and strong shoulders. You will be seen by the right eyes without straining to be visible. The light that announces you is gentle and accurate. It tells no lies and makes no noise. The places you once left in grief will not own your memory. Memory will serve your present rather than chain it. You will visit those memories with calm and leave them with thanks. Every step you take from here carries a yes inside it. The yes is not fragile and it is not borrowed. It was written before the fight and confirmed after it. Your circle is tightening to strengthen you. From this strength, your reach will widen. Roots first, branches next, fruit in season. Gratitude will increase the room inside your chest. It will make space for new strategy and clean courage. You will walk like someone who knows they survived the flood and kept the map dry. The phone call that once would have frightened you will arrive and find you calm. Calm will answer before your mouth does. Calm will make decisions that protect your hours. You are approaching intersections that used to confuse you. Now the signs are bold and the lanes are clear. You will turn without second guessing. You will notice that you smile before success announces itself. The smile will be recognition of alignment more than reaction to outcomes. Outcomes will follow as loyal companions. Acceleration is pairing with accuracy. Your pace will not force sloppiness. You will move fast and finish well. There will be a day soon when you look back and see the dotted line of all the small obediences. Each dot will shine like a star you followed unconsciously. The constellation will spell the name of your calling. The container of your generosity is expanding. You will give without fear because your supply has learned how to refill. The refilling will feel like rain on warm earth. You are ready to carry what once felt too heavy. Muscle has formed where tears once fell. Strength fits you now. Every letter attached to your destiny is in order. Not one is missing and none are out of place. The sentence reads clean and the meaning lands steady. The horizon is not a boundary, it is a promise. You are allowed to approach it and keep going. New horizons will keep greeting you with open hands. What you endured has been converted into wisdom that listens. You will lead without the need to prove. The work will speak the proof by itself. You are arriving at a peace that does not apologize for its own volume. It fills the room and sits down. It invites others to breathe deeper and move smarter. Nothing that belongs to you is lost in the fog of tonight. Angels are guiding it in with careful hands. It will arrive intact and on time. This is the hour to rest like a warrior who knows the watch is covered. The watch is indeed covered and the path is indeed clear. Morning will find you ready rather than desperate. The weight of shame that tried to hold on to your ankles is detaching. It cannot run at your pace and it cannot breathe at your altitude. Freedom is now your normal setting. Your story is stepping into its next chapter without tearing the last page. The seam is smooth and the flow is sure. Readers will feel the lift even if they do not know the craft. The sound that follows you will be the sound of completed things. Loose ends will weave themselves into finished lines. Unfinished business will find you and bow to closure. What the snake meant for erasure has become your inscription. The line is deeper than before and more beautiful. The mark will not fade and the meaning will not weaken. Breathe where you are and stand how you are meant to. This night has crowned your dawn with authority. You will carry it gently and use it well. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The night keeps folding its power into your path like sheets being smoothed over a bed of purpose. The corners are tucked in so tightly that doubt cannot slip underneath. What tried to chill you is learning to serve you. You carry a quiet that instructs the room to behave. That quiet is not emptiness, it is architecture. It frames your decisions and supports your next floor. Every hour you survived is revealing its hidden yield. You are cashing checks written in endurance. Endurance pays better than applause. Connections that once drifted are aligning like iron filings to a magnet. The pull is pure because the purpose is clean. You are no longer negotiating with fog. A door far from your house is unlocking in your favor. The key turns because integrity reached it before you did. Integrity travels faster than travel itself. Your confidence is not noise, it is calibration. It tunes you to the pitch of right timing. That pitch sends confusion to the hallway. The same voice that shouted your name in warning is now guiding you in strategy. Strategy is arriving as small, exact steps. Exact steps reach finish lines without bleeding. Your capacity is expanding without tearing. Grace is the stretch and wisdom is the seam. Nothing leaks while you grow. People who misread your softness as weakness will meet your steel. The steel is quiet and it does not need to clatter. It holds shape even when stared at. The spaces you enter are preset for your outcomes. Chairs are placed where respect belongs. The table knows your reach and meets it. You are stepping into preparations you did not have to make. Others laid groundwork while thinking of themselves. The ground remembers your name instead. Recovery is refusing to stay private. It is walking into daylight with its sleeves rolled. It is ready to work beside you. The ledger of losses is being audited by truth. Line items that never belonged there are crossing themselves out. The bottom line is reversing its sign. Courage is becoming your default setting. You will not need to rehearse it. It will answer the door before fear can knock. Messages meant to dilute your focus are losing signal. They fade like stations at the edge of range. Your frequency stays strong and local to destiny. Doors that demanded a crowd before now honor your solo. You will enter without spectacle. You will leave with completion. Your generosity is sharpening, not blurring. It will know where to land and when to hold. Accuracy multiplies the impact of kindness. The next handshake will not hide a blade. It will carry a blueprint. You will sense the difference before palms touch. Your past is honoring the truce you declared. It will not drag you into rooms you outgrew. It will send boxes labeled wisdom to your new address. There is a document with your signature that will travel farther than your voice. It will answer rooms you cannot attend. It will keep speaking while you sleep. The promise over you is taller than the ceiling of old fears. You are walking upright beneath it. Height is learning your name. The atmosphere around your work is clearing like morning after rain. Visibility increases with each faithful step. You will see farther because you stood longer. Old storms are losing the right to introduce you. New weather carries your introduction with honor. It says your name and adds the word trusted. You are building in a season where foundations cure quickly. Strength arrives without delay. Weight can sit early and sit safe. The rumor that tried to erase you has run out of breath. Truth is oxygen and rumor has no lungs for it. Silence is returning your dignity with interest. Your diligence now is a key that fits multiple locks. Each click opens a corridor you suspected but could not prove. The proof stands with the door wide. Favor is not flaring, it is steady. Steady outlasts spectacle. Steady finishes the assignment. You will see a small sign that looks ordinary. It will carry the weight of a new chapter. Ordinary is often where the gold sits. Your memory is healing where it hurt. Scenes that once stung are softening into instruction. Instruction sits you taller in your chair. The ground beneath your next yes is already reinforced. The beams were installed during nights you thought were empty. Empty was never empty. Your discernment now is a calm sword. It does not wave around. It slices clean and puts itself away. Those who wanted a return to your smallness will be disappointed by your peace. Peace is not performance, it is placement. You are placed where growth can breathe. You will recognize right partners by the absence of strain. Ease will not mean laziness, it will mean alignment. Alignment makes work hum like a well-tuned engine. Every hour you invest now pays multiple coins. The coins are clarity, stamina, and reach. Spend them with honor. A list you once feared to open is becoming your favorite checklist. Each tick will sound like a soft bell of completion. Bells will become your background music. You will meet a name that unlocks a season. The introduction will be simple and sincere. After it, timing will stop stuttering. The city you stand in is beginning to feel like agreement. Streets that once resisted are recognizing your step. You will find parking where there was none. You are growing fluent in the language of results. Fewer words, heavier sentences. Your calendar will show it plainly. A phone rests quiet on a table while decisions move in your favor without it. Not every victory requires your touch. Some victories recognize your signature from across the room. Excellence is removing the need to explain yourself. The work walks in and speaks clearly. The room adjusts to its tone. The last trap built for you has become a platform. It raises you without wobble. Those who said it will hear applause they cannot stop. Your breath is steady, and steady breath builds steady futures. Panic is unemployed here. Wisdom holds the managerial role. A bridge you needed is already finished on the far side. You will arrive and cross without ceremony. Progress will feel as natural as walking. The mirror is telling the truth again. You look like someone who kept going. You look like someone who knows why. You will end today with tasks completed that used to take a week. Capacity expanded quietly while you healed. Healing always brings tools. The house of your purpose is adding rooms. Rooms for people, ideas, and rest. Rest is not a luxury, it is part of the power grid. Watch how old resistance turns into referral. It will point people toward you because it cannot argue with outcomes. Outcomes have the last word. Your kindness is becoming a policy, not a mood. Policies outlast weather. Weather is learning to respect your roof. Precision is replacing hurry. You will move quickly without blur. The edges of your choices will stay crisp. You will notice how deeply you are protected by how rarely you are interrupted. Interruption is losing your address. Flow is guarding your hours. This season is signing your name in bolder ink. Not because you shouted, but because you stood. Standing writes thicker lines. The harvest ahead will require teams, not crowds. Teams carry weight, crowds carry noise. You will choose weight over noise. Your yes is teaching your no to speak with grace. Boundaries sound beautiful when they are true. Beauty and truth are close relatives. What you build will not wobble when watched. Scrutiny becomes a spotlight that helps, not hurts. Light finds nothing to shame. Your plans will fit in the palm of your hand and still reach the skyline. Small pages, tall buildings. Scale listens to simplicity. You will take calls seated instead of pacing. Peace shortens the distance between decision and release. Release lands softly and sticks. The address of your destiny has been confirmed. There is no forwarding notice. This is your street and these are your keys. You will put down an old tool without guilt. It served you then, it is finished now. New tools are light and precise. The people who need what you carry will find you as if led by landmarks. Landmarks are carved by consistent days. You have carved enough days. Your footsteps are mapping a route others will thank you for. Their gratitude will arrive as strength in moments you could use it. Strength knows how to say thank you. A meeting will open with someone saying they feel unusual peace. That is your signature arriving before you do. Let it do the work it came to do. Your timeline is no longer measured by crisis. It is measured by completion. Completion stacks into legacy. The chapter ahead is titled Stewardship and Joy. Stewardship keeps the gates and joy fills the rooms. Both are already in the house. Close the door gently on the hall behind you. It does not need to slam. The new hallway is brighter and already listening. This continuation seals what the night began. Your stride is settled, your voice is ready, and the way is clear. Walk it like someone who knows they belong. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.